Hey everyone, it's Esajian and welcome to another FBTV show. A couple things happened. I woke up this morning and I had a little bit of a stomach ache, so I'm not 100%, but I'm going to give everything I got for today's show. And if it looks like my mom dressed me today, she did. Just like the good old days of elementary school where I would get up and I'd have my clothes laid out for me, and then I'd grab my Fall Guy lunch pail and I'd go to Mrs. Nosworthy's preschool class, and then I'd play all day. So my mom's in town, she laid my clothes out for me. I guess she thought I was back in grade school, and the truth of the matter is these clothes probably would have fit me in grade school because I haven't grown much since then.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, and in the name of the Lollipop Guild.
Before I get off tangent on my height and what I'm wearing today, I did dress up for today's show. I've got a couple of meetings today, but I wanted to get into a continuation of what we talked about on the last show, and that's this idea of advanced sales tactics. And I talked on the previous shows about how to start the sales process the moment you buy the home, and that's vitally important. You don't want to wait till the house is done to start selling it. But now I'm going to shift gears and I'm going to talk specifically about what I alluded to last week, and that's harnessing the power of the listing sheet. And I actually have a listing sheet right here on a recent property that we sold. And what I want to focus on is specifically linking up someone's emotional connection with what they're going to see and read on the listing sheet. This is important. Now, this is some high-level stuff that I don't see any investor taking advantage of, and very few realtors take advantage of this idea. And what I like to do and what I like to teach on this topic is to kind of, and this is true, I center myself when I'm getting ready to write and put together a listing sheet, and I try to think of some very emotional experiences and some very exciting things, thinking of like kind of some of the most important things or the happiest moments that I can think about, right? And I come from that place when I start to create a listing sheet. Now, some of you are thinking, what the heck is this guy talking about? Coming from an emotional place, grounding himself, happy thoughts.
Your happy place.
Now, how do you feel?
Better.
I mean, this guy's crazy. Crazy or not, it works. So try it. You kind of ground yourself, you center yourself, and think of like nice emotional experiences. Put yourself in that place, and then look at your pictures of the finished property. And specifically, you want to have good professional photos, which I'll talk about in some upcoming shows on this topic. And you're going to sit down, you're going to write your listing description, okay? What I don't want you to do is just kind of, half-ass it and just put new kitchen, new appliances, new flooring, new, it's like robotic. No, we get it, it's new. We can see that from the pictures if you've done a good job at taking your pictures. But what you have to do is you have to link your potential buyer's emotional experience with what they're seeing and reading. So the most looked at things on the listing sheet, assuming that it's in their price range and in their bedroom bathroom count, and if they're looking at the listing sheet from their agent, it probably is. The things that get looked at are one of two things. Well, two things. The pictures and the description and remarks. Okay? And what you want to do is make a connection, emotionally make a connection with what your buyer's seeing with what they're reading. And buyers make their decision based on emotion. And certainly retail buyers, there's a bigger emotional component of that decision. Understand this. This is important. This is an important concept to understand. A home that someone buys is usually the biggest financial commitment, the biggest financial outlay that they ever make in their lifetime. Think about that and how important that is for your potential buyer. So when you can connect emotionally with your potential buyer when they're reading your listing sheet, it's very powerful. So if you think emotionally when you're writing the description, okay, and then you look at the pictures that you have and then create sort of an emotional walkthrough of the property. And it's a very powerful thing when you can do that process of linking the pictures with the remarks in that way. And then what you can do in the individual pictures when they click on them is put specifics about that space. But what you want to do is visually and emotionally have someone almost feel what it's like to walk through that property when they're reading the listing, when they're looking at the listing sheet and reading the remarks. And then what that does is it absolutely connects them to that property before they've even been there. And now they're in their car or they're calling their agent because they want to look at this property. It's a very powerful thing, very powerful when you can connect those two things on a piece of paper. And that's one element of harnessing the power of the MLS. What I want to get into next is our deal or no deal segment.
Deal or no deal?
So in the deal or no deal segment, let's get right into it. I'm going to read something to you and you tell me if this is a deal or no deal. Attention to detail throughout in this cozy San Diego charmer. Designed by CT Homes from Flip This House on A&E. Cook meals in your elegant, custom remodeled eat-in kitchen with stainless steel appliances and granite counters. Create timeless memories in your living room, great room with holidays just around the corner. Retreat to your master bedroom and unwind in your custom bath with rain shower. Enjoy family barbecues and great San Diego weather on your expansive, multi-level deck. Start a new chapter in your life. Is that a deal or no deal? That's certainly a deal, big time deal. Now imagine your potential buyer reading that and then looking at these just amazing photos that are taken professionally, and then they're connected. They're connected, and that's how you create an emotional attachment through a piece of paper on your listing sheet, and that's how you sell houses very quickly. Our goal in our sales process that we implement in our business and that we teach within the Mastery program is to get a full price offer in the first 2 weeks. If it's listed at the right price and you follow these tactics that I'm talking about, that'll happen for you too. All right, let's finish off with our quote of the week.
Quote of the week.
All right, so in our quote of the week, I'm going back to my handy smartphone because I typically post like 1 to 2 powerful quotes that resonate with me throughout the week, and this is one that I posted the other day, and it's a strong one. The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. Pretty powerful message from a pretty powerful individual, and it's important that we kind of carry that idea throughout all areas of our lives. It's not how many times we fall, it's that we get up and go after it again. The most successful people I know have had more failures than they've had successes. And the thing that makes them different is that they get up, they do it again, and they learn from their mistakes. So take this information, go out and make a difference with your listing sheets and your sales process. I want to remind everyone to go to the Fortune Builders TV YouTube channel and subscribe, as we do post additional videos there that don't always make it out on our regular emails or on the website. And then I'm also starting to get excited because we're getting closer to our 100th episode of FortuneBuilders.tv. That's right, we're getting close to getting to film our 100th episode, and I've got something very special planned for that show, so I want everyone to stay tuned. I'll announce it more as we get closer and kind of do a countdown, but it's going to be a really unique opportunity for you, the viewer, to interact with myself and the rest of the Fortune Builders team. So stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next show.